Hey gang, my name is Potato Plays and welcome back to Vidsmas. Today we're going to be playing a game called Roboquest. This is a Doom-like, I don't know if I'd call it a roguelike um, game where you just go on runs down the same set of levels. There's an endless mode, but for the story at least, you go down the same set of levels, and as you go along, you get um, like new power-ups and abilities that you unlock, like these gadgets. You unlock new classes, like my favorite is the Elementalist. I haven't even unlocked this guy. Um, and all these extra buffs and whatnot. But as you run, you get currency like these wrenches, and that's how you unlock all of these, so that every time you go back, you get this permanent upgrade. Um, it's a pretty good game. I really enjoy it. So we're gonna just hop in today and see how far I can get. I'm not gonna take it too seriously. I just want to get a decent little video out of it. Um, every run's different. You get different weapons from these little boxes. Let's see today. Ooh, dual sawdust. That's nice. Upgrades. Let's do that. And what can we get started with here? I'm also going to take this. Crystal powder. That's a legendary upgrade. Buddy bot. Hey, buddy. All right. Let's do this. This is our friend. She's the one that rebuilt us to be a good robot against all the evil robots. I love the sawed-offs. The shovel's good too. It's one of the only melee weapons. It's this, the pans, and there's one other one, I think. I might be misremembering. It's been a minute since I played. This is, like I said, a really good game. I've really enjoyed it. I've beaten the story a couple of different times on, I think, like the first two difficulties. Oh, I should go here. But I haven't done it on, like, the hardest two. I am not good enough at the game quite yet for that. But, I mean, if I locked in, maybe. But I just enjoy kind of doing this. Another buff about the shovel is you can do stuff like this. Ooh. Yeah. Leave the shovel there. That's one of the other melee weapons. This and the chainsaws, too. Okay. These rooms, these purple rooms, they have a little challenge, and then you get loot from them. No. I'll take power cells. Power cells are like the in-run currency. It resets every run, but, that's not very good. But you get a fair amount per run, especially once you got a lot of upgrades. You get it for killing things. You get it from chest loot sometimes, etc. Oh wow, I ran right into that. Ooh, level up. Let's see what we got here. I'll take this. So as I said and hinted at a bit more previously, there is a lot of different classes. As I said, my favorite is the Elementalist. Every class has two abilities. The Elementalist two abilities are Comet. Comet is that one, and then I don't know what the other one's called actually. It's like Elemental Fury. I don't know. The one at the bottom changes, and so it's got three different effects: a lightning bolt, a fireball, and a bunch of ice spikes. The Comet is random each time. And then let's see here. Ooh, yeah, I like the Bandito gun. Anything really good? Freezing enemy has a 20%. That's alright. I won't upgrade anything right now. These are all the different vendors that you can use your power cells at. So this upgrades your guns, or you can reroll the affixes, which are over there on the right-hand side. So like Sharp, Ricochet, those are affixes. The ones that have different colors. The white ones are always on those weapons. So the Bandito gun always deals extra critical damage after dealing a crit. And this one, because it's a dual-wielded weapon, always you get half of your bonus movement speed as damage. But then the knock, the 3% impact, which is what stuns, that's buff. These upgrade specific weapons, so they add a specific affix, and then this kind of upgrades their quality, so the affixes are better. What up? These are one of the story robots. If you give him certain things, he can unlock certain paths and whatnot. There's 3 paths you can split through here that take you on different routes. I prefer Oasis personally. It's my preference. Oh, I missed that. That's terrible. Here we go. Ooh. There we go. And let's get you down, because I just don't like looking at you. Ooh, a couple good crits there, and good on you too. Normally there's some really good music too. I actually think I used it in one of my other videos. In the most recent Dying Light the Beast video that I posted, whatever episode that was, in the power plant, I used the Roboquest music, I think during one of the fight montages, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this also has a melee. I forgot about that. It's not always guaranteed to have a melee, but this is one of the right-click affixes that are bonus. Some of them are like sticky bombs or bonus. Ooh, hello. The protection barrier, like that one had, is one of them too. There we go. Got that. Oh, hey, watch out. I'm not a very good aim, to be honest, but I'm alright sometimes. I do believe there's damage fall off on these guns, but I could be mistaken on that. Whoa, you calm down. Let's... Whew, there we go. There's a time limit. Right now I'm still S on time, but I gotta get moving pretty quick for that if I want to keep that. The S ranking, it doesn't really change anything. You get extra wrenches, if I'm not mistaken, for having better run scores, but... yeah, we got a little bit to go, and we might actually be able to pull off an S on this. I've been talking a bit, so I've not been as locked in. The first level is always pretty easy to get an S on after your first few runs. Even on your first run, really, when you don't have anything, it's not too terribly hard to get an S on. There we go, just in the nick of time. We'll slip on through the cracks there, and we'll go on to the next level. The time doesn't tick down when you're in, like, the safe zone, so we're about to load in. We always load into, like, a safe area with some of the merchants, etc. Over here, we've got upgrades. I don't have any of the stuff to upgrade. I'm not keep the pistol, the buddy bot, or the shovel. But those are fun. If you complete the run with those things, they're neat. They're pretty good weapons. Let's see here. Nothing I really want to replace mine with. That's a heal bot. Let's play the lottery here. This is Lottery Luke. You can get different rewards, like 12 wrenches, so I just double my wrenches there. So that's exciting. Anything good in the shop? This guy sells character buffs. So, like, this one increases non-elemental damage, which is not super useful because I'm playing the Elementalist. That one's not bad. The Lenin's not a bad one. This is also pretty good. I don't mind. I'm kind of trying to do a bit more glass cannon-y, I guess. I'll upgrade this a little bit. No, yeah, okay. There we go. Since I don't want this to be, like, doing the full run would be cool. No, I don't want to do that. Increase healing by increase reload. Yeah, we'll do that for sure. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that, because the build I'm looking to go for, there's a build you can do with the Elementalist, and it's my favorite. If you pick one of the perks, Elemental Weapon. Oh my god, I'm whiffing with a fucking shotgun. I'm washed. Oh, hey, get off me, jackass. You can, as every time that you see at the bottom the duration of the different element cycles, there's an upgrade you can get with Elemental Weapon that every time that cycles, you reload your guns automatically. So you don't even have to do the reload animation, they just refill. So you don't need to reload, which is awesome. So it means you can just keep firing depending on the weapons you have. And if you get the right buffs with decreasing your mantra duration, which is called mantra, is the cycle, that you can basically just fire everything infinitely. Some weapons run off an energy system, they don't have ammunition, and it'll like reset that. Weapons that run off of a heat meter, it resets that. It's great. Like I said, it's one of my favorite builds, just period. I like, not even just for the Elementalist, good lord, but in the game in general. Something else I'll note is that right now you see me doing a lot of like quick falls. That stomp, like the Goomba stomp thing, is a gadget that I have, like the grappling hook. So you don't start the game with those things. The jump jets too, you can do double jumps, but I can do triple. And then the jetpack also, those are all gadgets, which you find and are permanent things, but you normally have to do some like reruns, basically. That's kind of the point of the game, is that you don't beat them on your first run. You can, in theory, I believe. I don't think there's necessarily anything that's locked behind a rerun. It's difficult to do that, but you can. Oh, this is a mini-boss here. The small crit zones are the worst, but they're not that bad. What else? I saw a fly. Where's the fly at? Oh, maybe I shot it by accident. Okay, whatever. We're good. There we go. Got that down. But every run you can like find different passcodes or pick up different items in later stages to bring back to earlier NPCs. And then those things will help you out by giving you access to gadgets like the grappling hook, which is a good movement tool and can stun most enemies almost instantly. And that's really helpful if you're dealing with hard-hitting enemies. Okay. Whoa. Chill. Okay, come on. Let's see what we got here. Tommy increases critical damage, but decreases normal damage. Nah. Those purple upgrades are trade-offs, so they'll buff you in one way but debuff you in another, and they're neat if you're going for really specific builds, but not a lot of them are helpful on the build I'm going for right now, so that's kind of whatever. But there's some really fun ones. My favorite of those purple ones is one called Rubik's Cube, and what it does is every time you reload your weapons, it re-rolls your affixes. So like right now I've got knock, but if I did that and reloaded, it could give me like plus 15 fire damage, or make it just inflict fire damage. Right now, neither of these guns deal elemental damage. Though if I go the path I'm wanting to next time I level up, which will hopefully be soon once I kill this caterpillar. Oh god. Oh wow, I'm taking some hits there. Oop, not enough yet. Come on, y'all wanna fork it over? Here we go. No, nothing yet. We're getting close. The elemental weapon that, like I said, is my favorite perk for the elementalist will make all your weapons deal damage of your mantra type. So like right now they'd be doing shock damage, and then when it resets in 4 seconds, it'd be doing whatever's next in line. I don't know. Ice. There we go. I think it is a set rotation. I actually never paid that much attention to it. Here we go. No, one more. Come on. There it is. So this is the good start. This is what we wanted. This is off to a good start then. I had to use both my rerolls, which is a shame, but that's okay. Good God. Okay, here we go. It's good. I wanted to get it off early, because now I'll have more chances to get the specific upgrade to that, because the neat thing is how in-depth a lot of those, I don't know if I'd call them skill trees, but those sorts of path are. For instance, like I said, I just took infused weapon, and then now there's a bunch of, next time I level up, there'll be a handful of options. There's always generalist options like increase reload speed, increase this, increase that. But that also will have some specific ones, like for instance, every time that I reload, or sorry, every time my mantra cycles, I reload. That's a specific one just for taking infused weapons. Okay, come on, buddy. Actually, you know what? We should get this. This over here is one of the only places to get legendary fixes, unless you get lucky with the shops. Time's also paused here. This one's cool. I'll take this one. There's some good ones too. Like there's one that gives you an extra life, so whenever you die, you get resurrected, which is really powerful, especially if you're playing on much harder difficulties. Like that one's really good. There we go. There's a couple other ones too that I really like, and I can't think of them because it's been a minute, but there's a lot of cool upgrades you can get for that. Oasis, I always struggle getting the S time on because I like exploring all the pathways. Because you kind of have to if you want to get the S rank and XP, sorry. There we go. Blitz through there. Oh, here's the Panchaku I was talking about. These things are fun. I'm not going to run them, but they're neat. Now, where is the exit? Exit is this way. Okay. Here we go. There's also a slide. I've been showing off the slide. If you're on the ground, you can hit a slide. There's rail grinding. I can grind on those rails, but they're not super useful to grind on right now. But there you go. I think I showed that off. I just didn't mention anything about it. The movement's like so fluid in this game. I love it. What have we got here? Actually take that pretty good because this does pretty good crit damage. Non-burden damage against burning enemies. That's actually not bad. I'll take both of these actually because I don't have to pick just one, and I don't have any more power cells. It's all my power cells. That's fine. We're about to earn a bunch more by killing all these motherfuckers. The combat drone is great, just having some extra damage because there's no like iframes or anything as far as I know in this game, so it's not like the weaker damage of the combat drone will deal any extra damage. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a handful of different buffs or perks, whatever, modifiers that only come to effect if you have a combat drone or like the sentries. There's a handful of different weapons that summon stationary sentries. The beekeeper or the buddy bot that was off in the first area can summon sentries, the stationary sentries fight for you. And there's also a whole subclass dedicated to that. The engineer, not a subclass, but a main class, I guess. His whole thing is summoning drones. That's one of his 2 abilities. The other one, I believe, is repairs all the drones. It's been a minute since I played him. He's also really fun. I think the first time I beat the game, I beat it with him. Here we go. There we are. You see this a lot, especially in later levels. It starts here. This is the first one. I call them raid rooms, and it's just a enclosed room that spawns in waves of enemies that you have to kill. I mean, it's a simple concept, really. I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen something like that before, but I hate them personally. They're neat because, I mean, if you pop off on them, you pop off. But they are probably my #1 run killer, is the Rage Rooms, honestly. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, I forgot this is a boss wave. Okay. Every handful of levels, you'll get a boss level. There's a handful of different bosses you can get, depending on which route you take. And they're always, like, at set stages. So here, it could be Digimole, Dr. Boom, and the third one that I don't remember. Nothing crazy here. Anything against bosses? No, no. Alright, here we go. Who did we get? Dr. Turret, not Dr. Boom. There is Billy Boom, I think is the other one. Yeah, Dr. Turret. Okay, this one's not too bad. That one's not too bad. You just gotta keep moving, and it can't do much. Let's see. Oh yeah, not too bad. And then this is... Oh, jump rope. I didn't realize you were gonna start spinning that way. Especially once you get all the movement text, these early bosses aren't really too bad, because a lot of the early bosses is just movement around their attacks, because they hurt pretty bad. You see here, if I'm not mistaken, normally when you melee bosses, you get some, yeah, you get some healing crystals on a slight cooldown, which is good. Alright, here we go. This is just a war of attrition, basically. Hey, hopefully we can take him down before time runs out, so I get the S rank. Ooh, just barely, beautiful. Oh, this is the one, Battle Mantra. I love this. When Mantra cycles, reload your weapon, grants infinite ammo, and increases fire rate by 30% for 1.5 seconds. It's beautiful. And then the skill next to it, I didn't point that out, decreases your mantra duration even further. So right now it lasts, I think, like 7 or 8 seconds. I don't quite remember. But then that drops it down to like 4 or 5. What's that right now? Let's see. So it's 6 seconds. So that drops it down to like 3 or 4 seconds, I think. So you basically always have infinite ammo, because this grants you infinite ammo for a little bit, increases your fire rate, and this is a 6-shooter, so this just barely isn't enough. But once you drop that mantra duration by a little bit, you get infinite ammo, essentially. Like, you can never stop firing your gun. Well, you can choose to never stop firing your guns, of course, and that's a very powerful thing to have. Yeah, see, I just need a little bit more. Either a bit more ammo in these guns, or just a handful more. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I want that. What do you got for me, Luke? Let's see if we got anything good here. 1 power cell. Okay, not bad. Increases weapons ammo by 50, but decreases reload speed by 30. Well, that's actually really good for us right now. Anything else I want to buy real quick or upgrade? Increases healing, head bonk damage. Ooh, no, because I'm going to hopefully get elemental armor, which prevents that. That's really powerful for the final boss, because she can do like 3 of those things to you. So that would be good if you were not taking elemental armor, but there's a perk for elementalists that is, I think it's called elemental armor, and one of the sub perks for it is it prevents you from being given status effects like that, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it counts for burned or not burned, if for stunned and hacked, but I think it prevents those two. I think it prevents all status effects. It's been a minute since I've done it. Oh, speaking of things, by the way, can I know there's no way for me to pull up a cursor here. That's a shame. But yeah, you can see like the sub perks show up under the main perks. So like there's infused weapons on the left, and then when mantra cycles, yada yada, and then the generalist perks are up top under upgrades. Okay, well, I guess let's run it. There we go. That's good. Oh, come on. This one, it gets a bit dangerous. Let's see here. That's good. Our little buddy took care of most of that. There we go. Nice. This is a good run so far. Let's keep her moving. This one's fun. The dual boomsticks is a fun set of weapons, especially since I've got infinite ammo with them. They are powerful with infinite ammo. Oh, what? I didn't notice this thing had a right click. What's your right click do? Rocket jump. Oh, that's fun. It's like it says on the tin. You get a good vertical boost, which is great for dealing with certain bosses, or just getting like on top of things to do the ground slam, because the head stomp is the damage is based on distance fallen. Not entirely. There's some other factors too, if I'm not mistaken, but it's one of them. Let's see. Let's get through here real quick. Let's go here. Oh, gotta get this. These little guys that exist on those rails give bonus healing and XP, by the way. It's always important to kill them whenever you first walk into an area. That's why I always target them first. They don't deal any damage. They're passive, but if you hit them, like I said, you get extra XP, and that's really helpful. Especially because it means it lets you miss a couple more if you miss any enemies along the way by accident. Oh god, okay, yeah, these levels are where things start to get interesting. And, I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to take it super seriously, so I'm running into shit like these ground bombs, because I don't care. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Boom. Ground slam. Ah, didn't get them. That's okay. Let's blitz through here. This is supposed to be like an obstacle course, but because I have the jetpack, I can just skip it. It's great. Here's one of the other melee weapons. It's really good. It's, I think it's also capable of doing, yeah, it's capable of doing crit damage. So you can hit specific crit areas where normally like the pan and the shovel don't have that for the most part. But reloading, I don't really want that. I'll just take the power cell, one power cell. Here we go. Let's get moving. All right, let's through here. Here's another one of the bosses. There we go. Get a really good head bonk in. This, ooh, good shock. Ooh, wow, that was a quick kill. That was good. Oh, I missed this. That's okay. I forgot there's one here. I got super hard focused on the, Oh, I'm taking heavy hits. Oh, wow, I didn't even notice my health was so low. Wow. That happens. Like I said, I wasn't paying super attention. That was a really good run, all things considered. So, yeah. That will be it for this episode then. I'm not going to do a second run or anything, but if you ever want to see more of this game, I think I will probably end up playing more of this game on the channel. It's super fun. There's so much stuff to show off about it, and I really enjoy it. So, potentially be looking forward to more of that. Aside from that, thank you all for watching. I've been Potato Plays. Peace.